Hello, my name is Shanas Amala Putri and right now I'm going to read a story about bawang merah and bawang putih. So, a long time ago, in a nice village, there lived a wealthy merchant. He lived together with his daughter who was named Bawang Putih. This merchant's wife had long since passed away. The merchant was very fond of his daughter because she was obedient and kind-hearted. One day as he came home from traveling, he brought a woman and her daughter along with him. He wanted to marry this woman. Bawang Putih was reluctant to agree because she got a feeling of how bad these two new people are. However, she also felt pity for her father and wanted him to be happy. So Bawang Putih now had a stepmother and a stepsister who is named Bawang Merah. When her father went to trade, her stepmother and Bawang Merah would treat Bawang Putih as like a servant. Bawang Putih did all the work was ordered by her stepmother. She cleaned the house, cooked, washed clothes, and looked for firewood. If Bawang Putih's work went wrong, her stepmother would punish by not feeding her. Every morning, her stepmother and Bawang Merah took turns shouting, "Hey, Bawang Putih, watch my clothes." Not yet finished washing clothes, Bawang Putih would then be called by her stepmother. "Bawang Merah, prepare breakfast now. We are hungry." I'm sorry, Bawang Putih, prepare breakfast now. We are hungry. Okay, okay, mom. Because Bawang Putih worked so hard and was punished so harshly, her body became thinner. However, Bawang Putih always feels the anger slowly grow inside her. She puts that away, remembering how her mother used to teach her to be patient. Bawang Putih always believed her father was the only one who loved her dearly. Until one day, her father started to absorb the evil and rude personality of her stepmother. This changed her father, adds fuel to the anger she has kept in for a long time. "Bawang Putih, why are you so slow? We are starving," his father shouts. "Yes, yes, father." Bawang Putih cries a lot in silence after her father changes. She felt angry at everything, cursed a lot on her unluckiness. Bawang Putih realizes that she needs to make them feel the fruits of their action. Her anger grew even more when she knew her stepmother manipulated him to start gambling and waste a lot of money. Bawang Putih always tries to warn and remind him that it will soon affect their business, but his father always replies angrily. "Father, you have to stop doing this. It's not good. The money is..." "Ah, enough, Bawang Putih. You are just like your mother, so weak and vulnerable." Bawang Putih was deeply disappointed at her father, her anger slowly getting bigger and bigger. Her biological mom is a kind, polite, and very strong woman. Hearing her father talk about his own deceased wife like that makes Bawang Putih realizes how much obsession of wealth has blinded her father. "Look, Bawang Merah, your father is earning a lot of money," the stepmother said. "Yes, Mom, we will be rich," Bawang Merah adds. Bawang Putih's life was miserable after all her family turned their back on her. She no longer had her father to love and comfort her. Her stepmother and Bawang Merah further tortured her. Bawang Putih tried to be patient, but sometimes she would cry at night. "Lord, please help me. Why are they always evil to me? I feel so angry. I really want to take revenge on them," she cried. She knew how bad it is to take revenge on something. It will make her just as bad as they are, but she already got hurt by a lot by her own family. She deserved to take revenge on them. One day, Bawang Merah went to the river to wash clothes. She was sleepy and hungry. Her body was weak. While washing, Bawang Putih didn't realize that her stepmother's favorite shawl had washed away. When she put all the clothes into the basket, she was surprised to find her stepmother's scarf was not there. "Mother's favorite scarf is gone. Oh no. It's drifting down the river. What should I do? I didn't go home. Mother will scold me." Finally, Bawang Merah decided to go back down the river to look for her stepmother's scarf. In the middle of the road, she met a farmer who was washing his cow. "Uncle, did you see a red scarf floating down the river?" The farmer nodded and replied, Red shawl? Yes, I saw it. The scarf was taken by an old grandmother who was washing her by the river. The old grandmother's house on the mountain," said the farmer. Bawang Putih immediately headed to the mountain. There she found a wooden house. Bawang Putih knocked on the door of the house. Excuse me, Grandma, did you find my mother's red scarf? The old grandmother came out of the house and greeted Bawang Putih. Hi, dear, let's go in. What's your name? My name is Bawang Putih, Grandma. The old grandmother will give a red scarf with one condition. Bawang Putih must help her first. Bawang Putih agreed. All day she helped the grandmother cook, look for firewood, clean the house, and wash clothes. For Bawang Putih, all this work was easy because she was used to doing it. Finally, it was time for Bawang Putih to leave for home. The grandmother gave her the shawl. Bawang Putih, this is the red scarf you are looking for. Oh, and I want to give you a gift, a pumpkin for you because you helped me. Choose which one you like. On the table, there were both small and large pumpkin. Bawang Putih chose a small pumpkin because she also had to carry a basket full of clothes home. I choose the small one, Grandma. Okay, take this little pumpkin. But remember, you can't open the pumpkin until you get home, understand? The grandma said. Well, Grandma, I will do everything as you said. Bawang Putih agreed right away. She was curious, but also felt the need to follow what Grandma said. Arriving at home, Bawang Putih was scolded by her stepmother and Bawang Merah. Where have you been, Bawang Putih? How dare you go out without my permission? Her stepmother shouts. Forgive me, mother. I was stopped. Enough, Bawang Putih. We don't need your excuses. Bawang Merah and her stepmother started to beat her. Bawang Putih was in a lot of pain. The anger in her heart got mixed with the pain as well. Her father, who only watches everything that happens in front of him, ignores it. Then they saw the pumpkin brought by Bawang Putih. Cut the pumpkin and cook it. We're starving because of you, her mother shouts. Bawang Putih immediately got up and went to the kitchen. Bawang Putih took the knife and split the pumpkin open. With a surprise, the pumpkin was full of sparkling and expensive jewelry. Her mother, father, and Bawang Merah are all surprised to see what's inside. Her mother pushed her away and greedily started trying the jewelry, making ugly laughs as he and her stepmother started wearing them. Bawang Putih only stares at them in silence. Ha, where did you get the pumpkin? Her dad asked. Bawang Putih told them everything. Oh, Bawang Putih, you should have just choose a large pumpkin. It would have had more jewelry, Bawang Merah said. Hearing the words of Bawang Merah, her mother finally got the idea. Looks like I have an idea, ha ha ha. Bawang Putih, who understands the idea, immediately goes to Grandma's house at late night. She knocks on the door and Grandma greets her wholeheartedly. Bawang Putih, who trusts Grandma, immediately told her everything about her family. Just why is my family like this? I want to take revenge, Grandma. It's so unfair for me. This is not fair at all, Bawang Putih said angrily. Bawang Putih, dear, your anger is very understandable, the grandma said. Let me tell you one thing. Bawang Putih listened carefully to the grandma and she gasped at what she heard. She felt happy that the grandma was on her side. She felt like the anger was finally being heard by someone. Bawang Putih then left grandma's house and got home before dawn. The next day, the stepmother and Bawang Merah went to the river. Bawang Merah did not, Bawang Putih did not say anything when Bawang Merah and her stepmother left. She only watched. Her father also comes with them, but he follows them silently. They deliberately washed away the red scarf, then secretly they followed the veil as it washed away. Sure enough, the red scarf was picked up by the old grandmother. The stepmother and Bawang Merah followed the old grandmother who went up to the mountain. As they walked, Bawang Merah complained about how far it was. I'm tired, let's just go home. Bawang Merah, be patient. Soon we will get even more jewelry than Bawang Putih. But I'm tired, Mom. I said be patient. Arriving at the old grandmother's house, the stepmother and Bawang Merah knocked on the door. The old grandmother welcomed them warmly. Then the stepmother and Bawang Merah pretended to be sad and asked about the red scarf. Dear grandmother, did you find my mother's red scarf? Oh yes, it just so happens that grandma found it on the river. Just like Bawang Putih, the new grandmother will give them the shawl if they help her. The only way to get the pumpkin was to work to help the old grandma, but they still couldn't stop complaining. The grandma watched them silently with a smile, already knowing the hidden intention of their arrival. I'm so tired. If it weren't for the pumpkin, I wouldn't do this, Bawang Merah said. Yes, I'm also tired. Hopefully there will be even more jewelry inside the pumpkin. Ha ha ha, the stepmother said. Start planning what she'll do with all the jewelry she would get later. Finally, Bawang Merah and the stepmother finished their work at the old grandmother's house and said goodbye. The grandmother gave the shawl to Bawang Merah and her mother. On the table there are two pumpkins, one large and one small. Just one pumpkin as a gift for me. And of course, the stepmother and Bawang Merah chose the largest pumpkin. Of course, I chose the big one, Grandma. Yes, just the big one. The grandma said, "You may open it right away. Make sure you open it secretly as far as possible from other people. Nobody can know what's inside except you two." Baumera and her mother, who has been imagining how much jewelry consists inside the pumpkin, did not hear the rules clearly and just nodded their heads with those greedy thoughts. "Yes, Grandma, that's for sure. Thank you so much, Grandma." Baumera and her mother do not obey the advice of the grandmother. On the way, they met their father in the middle of the forest. The stepmother put the big pumpkin on the ground and called the father to open it for him. They were impatient to get their hands on jewelry inside. "I can't believe we're going to be rich this easily," the father said. The stepmother laughed evilly. "Thanks to that dumb daughter of yours. Oh, and that old rag is also so naive," the stepmother said, bad-mouthing Bawang Putih. "Mom, let's just open this pumpkin now," the old grandmother said. "To open it right away," Bawang Merah said. "Yes, let's open this. I'm also curious," the father said. The father slits the pumpkin open with a knife, and they are all shocked. Inside the pumpkin were venomous animals such as snakes, scorpions, spiders, and centipedes. They were all bitten by a snake. Bawang Merah, the stepmother, and the father start screaming and shouting in pain. "Oh, what is this?" the father shouted. "Where is the jewelry? Why did it have this animal inside?" "Ah!" the stepmother shouts as well. She goes to the pumpkin, and despite got bitten by the animal, she cut the pumpkin open again, tried to find the jewelry, only to get bitten by more snakes, making her scream loudly in pain. "Ow, ow, it hurts," Bawang cried. "Ow, ow, ouch. Mom, ouch. Ow, what should we do, Mom? Mom, I also got bitten," she shouts. She cries more as she sees how her mother already falls to the ground, died because of the snake bite. The father also already died because of the deadly bite. Because they are all still in the middle of the forest, no one came to help them. The stepmother, Bawang Merah, and the father died from the snake bite. Their greed brought them to disaster. Bawang Putih silently watches them all dying, and slowly the shouts get silent. She turns to the grandma and said thank you for having her. Bawang Putih felt really satisfied as she left the forest in happiness, as she was finally free from the devilish family. Bawang Putih lives happily ever after. The jewelry given by the old grandma made her rich. She took grandma in to live with her and be her family. She also continued her father's business and enjoyed the fruits of her long-awaited revenge. And that's all for me. Thank you so much.